Good morning, beautiful people. Here I am in my van. It's gray, it's snowing. I've got my light going so that you can actually see my face. And this quick video is going to be about the most important, in my mind, things that I learned from the first week, the first 7 days of the 14-day challenge that I'm doing with the amazing Ray Higdon. It's a marketing challenge, so if you are at all interested in marketing, which means if you have a business, if you have a cause, if you have anything that you care about and you want other people to know about, marketing is what you need to do. Whether you're making money with it or not, we're all marketing something. So anyway, so here's what I learned about in this first week, and it was mostly about doing Facebook Lives. Some of it was about mindset, so maybe I'll start with the mindset because it's actually the most important. And a video that I found really impactful was one in which he titled "You Get to Keep What You Speak." And that's basically what I've been saying as well, but he said it very eloquently and passionately because he's Ray Higdon and that's what he does. So basically, if you use the words "I'm frustrated" or use the words "I'm stuck" or whatever, that's what you're going to get. You're going to speak that into existence. Hey, Sherry, nice to see you. How are ya? So, back to mindset. So, here's the thing. He had a really good exercise. I think I mentioned this in a previous video because it made such an impact on me. But the idea is if you find yourself speaking words that are not going to help you towards where you're going, add after that, and that's what I want. And see if you still want to say that sentence. Oh, I'm so aggravated and that's what I want. Oops, is that what you want? Well, if it's what you want, go for it. But if you don't actually want to be aggravated, then for heaven's sake, stop being aggravated. Feel your feelings. Don't get me wrong, and this isn't Ray, this is me. Feel your feelings, but don't stay in them. Keep moving. Because if you choose to be stuck, you will be stuck. And there's nobody sticking you except yourself, just so as long as you're aware of that. So that was a really important thing that I learned from this challenge so far. The other one, which is something that I actually kind of knew, but it was good to know. I don't know if you noticed on my timeline, if you can see my timeline. Well, you should be able to. It was public. On my timeline with my name, Hadassah Vitar, I did an extremely silly video because he said, do a Facebook Live about something you know nothing about. So I talked about hockey, God help me. I mean, I like to follow all the gossip, and I dress my Bitmoji and a thing, and I make happy faces when they win, and I make sad faces when they lose, but actually I know nothing about hockey. So it was a very silly video. But here's the thing, it was a video. It's good, it's fine. You don't need to be an expert. If you want to market things and you want to use Facebook Live, which is an extremely powerful tool because people watch it, then you need to get over yourself. Stop thinking you need to be an expert before you can open your mouth. Okay, one of the great things that Ray learns is what he calls ILT, invest, learn, teach. I mean, I started doing, and I was going to do yesterday, but yesterday was a hot mess, so it will happen, don't worry. Teaching stuff from Brendon Burchard's book, Habits of, the High Performance Habits, that's what it's called, High Performance Habits. So I'm not Brendon Burchard. I don't understand everything that Brendon Burchard does. But here's the point. I have his book. In fact, I have 2 copies of his book because I bought one and then my company gave me one, which just goes to show you they bought 16,000 copies of that book. It's amazing. So, and he spoke. So I just don't want to think how much money they gave him. But it was totally worth it. He's amazing. So I have his book. I have it twice. Anybody want one? Talk to me. I might send it to you if you ask nicely. And so Brendon Burchard's book, I was teaching from it. I mean, I am a life coach, but I mean, you don't need to be a life coach to open a book and say, this is what the author says about blah, blah, blah. Anybody can do that. So that was a really important thing that I learned. So one, what you get to keep what you speak. So if you are speaking words that don't speak life into what you're doing, then add, and that's what I want, and see if it really is what you want, because if it isn't, you want to get rid of it. And you can talk to me about ways to do that. And secondly, don't think you need to be an authority or an expert to do a Facebook Live about something. Share the gift. You learned something, you read something, you loved it. Talk to people about it. Teach the world. Everybody wants to learn, whether they know it or not. And what was the third thing? Oh no, I had a third thing, and then I left my notes on my desk, and I'm sitting here in my van, so I don't have my notes. So what was the third thing? Oh, there was so much more. All right, I'm going to have to keep it at those two because I can't remember, and I don't want to waste your time. But if I think of it, I will do it maybe later. So those are my three things, or two things, two important things, though, that I learned from the first week of Ray Higdon's 14-day challenge. And I should mention that Rank Makers is open. If you want to go into Rank Makers, rankmakers.com is where you need to be. I totally love Rank Makers. The community and the accountability are just amazing for me. So go check out, if you're a network marketer, go check out rankmakers.com. So that was the other thing. And finally, if you like this, if you like the things that Ray is talking about, now first of all, you can go to rankmakers.com and join Rank Makers, because then you'll get this yourself every day. It's awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can also drop me a line and I will send you my notes, because if you're a network marketer, you need to learn these things. But even if you're not a network marketer, you need to learn about how to market things, because everybody's got something they want other people to understand and agree with and do something about. So if you want to motivate people to do something, if you want to get your hockey team going, if you want your soccer team to have volunteer coaches, anything for which you need other people to agree to what you want, then marketing is what you need to learn. That's how it is. So everyone, have a great day. Remember, I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.